Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So I thought I would share with you all my pregnancy essentials. So things that I have used from the start to now. I'm currently actually 38 weeks, just a little bit over 38 weeks, and I have literally been using pretty well all of these items since day dot. So I thought, why not, while I've got a little bit of time before bub comes, to share some of these items. So this is my second baby, and these are just some of the essentials. Like, I honestly don't need a huge amount of things, so like maternity clothing and stuff like that, but these things have definitely helped me along the way. This is all a personal preference, so these are things that help me. Things that might help you might be a little bit different. So this is just something that I thought I would share today. And yeah, so if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so the first item is a pregnancy pillow. If you watch other videos, you might notice pretty well everybody uses a pregnancy pillow. It's because they are a godsend. If you have, especially when you're getting to the end of your pregnancy like I am, you get a lot of pain in your lower back and your hips and pelvic area because everything's shifting and moving, but also the baby's lying on those areas that hurt. So the pillow definitely makes a difference. I'll actually insert a picture so you can see what I'm actually talking about. It's in my bedroom. It's way too big to be even showing on film. This is definitely something that is my number one essential for pregnancy, whether you're at the start or at the finish. You can use it at any point. You'll just find that it is just super supportive, and you will probably need something because you will find that you just don't sleep as well. Everything's shifting, moving, and yeah, like I said, once you get to the end of your pregnancy, your baby will be sitting in areas and it'll be so big that will be causing you quite a bit of pain, and it's just going to help support your lower back, hips area. So it is number one for me. My next item is some maternity pants. So these are tights. So these are from a shop called boohoo.com, and they are maternity tights. So they literally have a extra bit of material up the top here that is made specifically to go over your bump. So as soon as you start showing, this is just so much more comfortable on the bump area, because you'll find that it's just a little bit sensitive. Well, I found it was quite sensitive. So these are just full length plain tights. These have got a little bit of a sheer sort of material. I don't even know what they are, but they're not cotton. So I actually wear these for work just because they look a little bit more dressy. So my second pair of maternity pants are a pair of sports tights. I just find these something that I've actually been pretty well living in ever since my bump started to get to the point where any type of normal pants just didn't cut it, because they were pushing and too tight on the belly area. So these are a Lorna Jane pair of sports tights. So they've got no seam up the top, so they're nice and stretchy, and they also don't cut in. So nice and buttery and not too, like, they're not uncomfortable at all. So these are definitely, this is the back. So you've got the little logo on the back, and they're just full length. And a little logo down on the bottom. Love this brand. They're a really, really good quality. So these were a little bit more expensive, like higher end price range, but these are something that I get a lot of wear at. I literally wear them probably every second day. So yeah, they have gone through the wash many times, and they're still in great condition, and I highly recommend getting a good pair of sports tights if you want to be comfy. And now my next few items are I've got some maternity bras that I wear already. So these are not anything fancy, they're just super comfortable, and especially when you are bigger busted, you will get to a point where your stomach starts to sit quite high, and then your wires can start to cut in on your like underneath your breasts, and then also on top of your stomach. I can't wear underwire bras anymore. It's just not comfortable, and I think it's just something that you need to be comfortable with, especially when you're heavily pregnant. So these are going to be great for when I have bub, but these, yeah, are great maternity bras. I got one in a cream colour as well. Another item of clothing, which is just pretty well a stay-at-home type of clothing, is a gown. So this is a gown from Ergo Pouch. It's a baby brand, so it's actually like mum and baby products. And yeah, I got this before with my first baby, and I've used it heaps. So this is a really nice bamboo material, and it's just super comfortable, and I pretty well live in this in the morning and the afternoon. Once I've had my shower and I've done a little bit of a beauty routine, so like letting your moisturizer dry, especially around your bump area. If you're doing any creams for your stretch marks, this is a really good option to be able to air out your body before putting your pajamas on, or just clothes in general. So love a gown. It's something that you can also take to your to the hospital with you when you have baby. This is something that I actually mentioned in my hospital bags. There's actually a few items that I have mentioned in my last video in the hospital bag. So yeah, these are definitely an essential for me. Another essential for me is bath salts. So these are super great for your muscles. So I find that I don't really have many baths, but when my body is really just not happy, I will soak, and definitely it makes a difference. So if you have the time to be able to have baths, I really highly recommend Epsom salts bath, and these are also great for recovery with your downstairs area after birth. So Epsom salts are a really good healing property as well. So this is something that I actually use overnight. So this is a little diffuser from Lively Living. It's a company in Australia. So this is just a little diffuser that I use. So you just put water in it, and you've got some little essential oil. So I actually use lavender. This is my go-to for just calming and relaxation, but also for headaches. Definitely something that I use pretty well every night, and once baby comes, I'll use this for the baby, but I have been loving it for myself at the moment, and it's an essential for me because I really do enjoy being able to relax before going to bed. So I switch it on just a little bit before I go to bed, so that way my room smells of lavender, nice and calm and relaxing. And then I have a little bit of a sniff of this and pop it on my temples or behind my ear area. You can also put it on a tissue and in your pillowcase. So yeah, helps with sleep, anxiety, and stress, and helps with relaxation. So love these diffusers, and the essential oils are also really great too. So getting into some of my skincare that I use, it's a coconut oil firming lotion. So I do get stretch marks, and it's not a problem for me. It's not something I get upset about, but I do use this anyway, just to prevent it getting any worse. And it's just something that is really nice to treat your skin when you're pregnant, because you're literally getting all the nutritious and goodness sucked out of you. So I just use this one, which is just a little bit of a firming lotion, but it smells really good. I'm a coconut fan, so I use that. A couple of my little go-tos that I just use on the occasion is a little face mask and a eye mask. So just the Garnier brands. I find that my skin gets quite dry during pregnancy, and it just helps with hydration and just a little bit of a pamper afternoon, I find. So the eye masks are really good for any swelling and puffiness underneath the eyes, which you'll find that you'll get that throughout pregnancy. But this is just a little treat that I find is something really nice to be able to have. Just in general, they're affordable. You can just get them from your pharmacies, and I always have these little things on hand. And this is something else that I use for my body. So this is called Frank Body. It's a body scrub, and I've been using this well before pregnancy, and I just find it actually really good for stretch marks. So you can use this on your belly, on your hips, your thighs, wherever that you may get stretch marks, and it will help to a degree. I just find that it does make a difference for me. I still have stretch marks, but it just takes the redness out of it and just minimizes it a little bit. But my skin feels super hydrated and beautiful after having a shower and using this. It's a coffee scrub, and I'm a massive coffee fan, so I do really enjoy this brand. And then I also have a little lip scrub that I use. So this is also the Frank Body, and it is something that I don't use all the time, just because I find that too much on the lip area can actually cause me to break out just along the lip line. So I try not to use it too much because I don't feel like I need it, but it's definitely something that I love when I do use, and that could be like a fortnightly thing for me. But it's a really beautiful brand, and I thought I'd mention the lip scrub as well. And last but not least, my favorite things that I have been using well before pregnancy, but these are definitely something that you will need during pregnancy because you need to be hydrated. So I have mentioned these before in my hospital bag. This I actually bought specifically for hospital, so it actually comes with a straw. It's a metal straw and the insulated bottle, so I like my water cold, so I keep it my water in this during the day. I actually have another bottle that I like to take out with me because this it can spill, but this is just great because being at home throughout the day, it's just, I find that I drink out of this one more at home because you can just pick it up really quick and you have a straw you drink out of a lot quicker and easier than what you would with the one that has a lid. I know it sounds funny, but this is what works for me, and I am just a big fan of these bottles just because I love cold water. So this is great for when you're in bed as well, because then you don't have to sit up completely to be able to have a drink. So that's a great little item for me. And this is the other bottle that I use. So this bottle is also insulated and keeps your water nice and cold, and it also comes obviously with a lid. So it is good to be able to take out with you, and you obviously don't spill it. So I take this everywhere with me because I will be super thirsty on any occasion. So it's great to be able to take this with you. Okay, so that pretty well sums up what I use for my pregnancy essentials. I hope that something here has actually given you a little bit of an idea of what to be able to use for you to get through your pregnancy, just for a little bit of comfort and support. And I'm wishing you all the best if you actually are having a baby. I really do know that it's going to be a wonderful time, but also it's going to be a huge change in your life. You need to be able to look after yourself and use things that help you survive. So it is just something that I'm quite passionate about because I've been through it once and this is my second time. So if you want something that's going to make you feel better, I highly recommend getting it if you can afford it. And yeah, I just hope that this has helped you today. So if you enjoyed, please give us a like and give us a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe, and I will be seeing you in my next one.